Mainly impacting Mississippi, Alabama, but you can still see Tropical Storm Gordon still sitting right over Hattiesburg. This is overall going to continue to push northward. Now, it's picking up pace, but it's been moving pretty slowly here this morning. Wanted to show you on a broad scope. Notice Houston is dry. We have no impacts expected from Gordon. This is mainly impacting, again, Mississippi, Alabama, and portions of the Panhandle in Florida. As I put this into a forecasted track from the National Hurricane Center, it moves right through the central part of our country, then starts to turn eastward again away from us. But yeah, this is going to continue to dump a lot of rain, some strong winds around it, even over the next 24 hours. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Cheetah, thank you. And Gordon is now a deadly storm this morning. A tree fell onto a mobile home and that killed a child in Pensacola, Florida.
Brett Buffington is tracking the impact from the Mississippi shore for us this morning.
Good morning from Pascagoula, Mississippi. This is where Tropical Storm Gordon made landfall just before 10 o'clock last night. It brought with it intense rain and intense wind. The concern here from emergency officials was that already saturated ground would lead to trees coming down here. Certainly, as the sun comes up this morning, that is what rescue workers and emergency officials here will be looking for, assessing the storm damage near where this storm packed a punch here along the Mississippi-Alabama state line. Take a look at some of this video. You can see the wind, you can see the rain. 60-plus people overnight spent the night in two different shelters here. Emergency officials telling us that's because those people either lived in low-lying areas where there was a risk for storm surge or flooding, or they were people who knew that if this storm came with its worst, that they might not be able to get help. Of course, as the sun comes up, storm damage here will be assessed. As that happens, of course, we will have more updates. For now, though, we are in Pascagoula, Mississippi this morning. I'm Brett Buffington. Now back to you.
All right, thank you, Brett. A lot to keep an eye on, of course, this morning as the sun rises on the Gulf Coast. We are watching it all. Cheetah's keeping an eye on what's next in the tropics. And for now, though, let's go over to Blake for our rush block traffic.
Hey, thanks a lot, Russ. Let's take you upstairs to Air 11 here. This is going to be the Gulf Freeway at the South Loop. You can see everything running pretty good here, but you know what? You'll see the cars beginning to stack up here as we look inbound. As all these, or excuse me, as we're looking outbound, all these cars coming inbound, and you can see the freeway is really beginning to stack up there. So heads up as you're making your way in from the southeast side. Let's get to the maps real quick. We found some areas here on the west side where we are dealing with a major accident. 18-wheeler, all inbound lanes of Katy Freeway at the Austin, Colorado County line are closed. So we'll keep you updated on that. That is well to the west of Houston. Also, the Gulf Freeway down here picking up a few scattered showers. In fact, there's a live look at FM 517. You can see some of the roadways are wet, so certainly pad your time this morning if you're making your way in from Galveston. League City Parkway into downtown, 24 minutes. Highway 6 into downtown on 288 at 17 minutes. And if you're coming in Highway 6 to Highway 90A there on the Fort Bend Parkway, running you about 9 minutes, Lisa.
Blake, thank you. Your rush block continues with the day's other big stories. Texas EquiSearch crews will be back out this morning searching for a missing brother and sister.
Relatives say with each passing day, their despair is deepening.
Volunteers are meeting in Galveston at 9:30 this morning, searching near the site where Dina Escobar's minivan was found burned on Sunday. She disappeared 2 days after going to look for her missing brother, Roy.